All right, so we're on to day four. Yeah, I don't know. I normally do these videos in like I don't know, like hour and a half, 2 hours, that kind of time frame. I have just been drawing for 3.5 hours while like as I'm recording the voiceover part. I don't understand how those kids in sweatshops do it. I'm gonna be honest. I've never gained so much respect for them. Anyways, but to get into like the drawing critique, I think this one turned out fucking fire. Excuse my French. Actually, just excuse the French in general. Fuck those guys. But no, I think this shit came out looking super good, and I think there's one reason. I think there's two big reasons on why. First of all, I used reference models. I took pictures of myself beforehand, but even then, I did have to stray away from it a lot, just because I'm a bit heavier than the characters I use. Like generally, most of the anatomy is still there, but things like abs, it's just like I work out. I don't work out that much, right? It's just you know. So some stuff like that. This hand, I just could not get it right to the way the picture looked. I think it was just the lighting. The picture was weird. I did not know where the thumb went, and then like this would have been a fine hand, but you see it's too small, so it's just and all that. But outside of taking the pictures so I can understand the anatomy, I think my cross hatching was like pretty on point in this, and I think it's because I picked one direction to go in, and then I just kind of kept going for that, which I think really helped. But yeah, no, this was definitely a really fun one. It was super cool to just kind of get these two guys and have them like in these very fun poses. And I think especially like the guy on the left came out looking right like that. The only problem that I did have was more in a framing sense. Um, you can see there's a lot of space to the right of the character on the right, and I wish I kind of shifted him over more or like made him feel more like in the background. Just kind of put him in a place that was a little more, a little less. I don't know. I guess just kind of there. I don't know. But yeah, no, it was definitely fun. And then you can see here I'm just like fiddling with the thumb. Again, that also was changed. Both of the hands were changed just because it was weird. But again, I really love the anatomy on this. I think the way I did the abs and all that stuff was very well done. Um, Originally I was gonna have him have. I guess I tapped out or something. But originally I was gonna have him be like I was thinking of like an afro, like an ice afro samurai, like that kind of feeling. But I did end up going with more of like a dreadlock feel. Which fun fact about me, I am as white as they get. All right, so I have no freaking clue on what dreadlocks like, how they look and how they feel and how they are, and it's not And the issue is, anytime I draw like you know um like groups of people that I'm not in, like if I try to draw a black man or an Asian person or a woman or people like that, I have this really big problem where I keep thinking that like I'm gonna make it accidentally like a really racist stereotype. And like it's an irrational fear because like I know I'm good enough at drawing and I'm conscious enough about it that I won't do it. But like anytime I'm drawing a woman, I'm like, am I putting too much ass on her? Like it's just because do I gotta like do I gotta tone it back on the tuchus, right? Like it's a very legitimate problem because I'm like what if Um, but yeah, no. But I did actually really like how his dreads went out. I went a circular pattern, which you'll probably see, and I think it turned out really well. But yeah, again, originally it was supposed to be like this ice ninja kind of thing. Just because again, I don't know. I've just never really seen like I guess like an ice ninja that's black. I thought that was kind of, I don't know. So that's where the inspiration came from. But I really like the shading because I think on the other poses I didn't leave enough white in them to have the contrast that the shading needs, and I think this definitely had that shading, especially on the dude on the left. Like he is my bitch pose nasty. Also, that little bit there, I may have changed my color to white, and I did not realize it. So I was just sitting there like slamming my finger against the desk, just like what's happening? Right. Also, really hated drawing these because again, I did a circular pattern around each one of the dreadlocks, which again makes it turn out, I would say, fairly good, right? Because they're meant to be very thick pieces of hair, right? And I did again. I was really trying to go for that. However, holy Jesus, is it hard? Like it is because it's just I gotta keep going, right? But again, I think he turned out very well. But yeah, so the teeth here looked a little cursed for a little bit. Mostly because again, I realized like people oddly enough don't have four teeth in their mouth, so I kind of gotta like give them more. Um, and so in my process of giving them more, I just kind of make them look a little bit like a meth head, just for a little bit. And it's kind of like if you do a little meth, it doesn't really hurt anybody. But you can see here with the cross hatching again. I originally went with like this like almost like following the musculature, but then I realized nah, just kind of keep it all going one way. Which honestly, I think I need. I'm going. That's like in terms of what I learned today. I think keeping the cross hatching going in one way is it is very cool. You can see I was just kind of playing with stuff. I was playing with myself on camera. That's obviously what I was doing. But yeah, no. So now I'm starting to create the steam effects. Like because I originally was supposed to be ice, but then when I looked it up, I saw a picture like to like try to get a reference. I saw like Attack on Titan stuff, and then so I like tried to get the Colossal Titan. The issue is I couldn't really think of something to put under for his legs, in terms of like where steam would be going out. But I eventually kind of found a place, even then I'm not super satisfied with that part. That was me just getting messed up with the selection tool. I'll be honest, I didn't really understand that. But again, like if you looked at this looks like it's a manga panel. Like it looks well, if you like, I mean, if you segment it, looks like it could very easily be a manga panel. And you can see here now, I'm just kind of like trying to, because it feels unfinished. That's the problem. It feels like these are two separate images, and you just kind of cut off the paneling, right? And that is a very annoying problem. But again, also this guy looks cool as shit. That's what I want to do with art. All right, I want to draw cool as shit characters, looking fucking cool. Like, and that's why I was super proud of this because I was just like, that guy looks cool. Just like that's my fucking boy right there. Oddly enough, so I felt super good being able to like have a character that I can look at and be like, damn, all right, like that's that guy. Yeah, but so you can see here, I'm just kind of fiddling with stuff like how do I know how to do the paneling? Because I was thinking maybe having, but then again, you see this like middle space, of just kind of eh. I did, and I was gonna, I was about to spoil the surprise at the end of the video. But I'll leave that for the end. This is the so I didn't end up starting like creating this like middle panel. Basically just kind of segment it just to make it feel more, I guess, full is the is what I'm looking for. Um, and again, I think this hand turned out good. I think maybe it could have been better, but I don't really know how it could have been. Um, I don't know. Again, then I wanted him to like have like I was thinking the scene where like when Gojo like rips all the dude's limbs off like with amplification or whatever. I was thinking of that where he just like kind of just looks at it and it goes away. Just kind of that like really badass thing. And so I drew him just kind of his hands like cha, and in my mind, what was happening is he was just like flick just kind of just brushing it off, right? At least that was, again, it's hard to convey because again, if I had like mapped this out as a scene, this would have been much easier as to actually give to like make it look like a much more completed panel. Because again, I also didn't know that I was drawing a pan. I didn't know how to worry about paneling, like stuff like that, where it's like, yeah, if this was more planned out. Along with that, I think I very much got fatigued by the time I was drawing him. Having to go back to the sketching phase this deep into a drawing is very. I mean, it's not even terrible because most of this was upper body, so it's still fun to do. But it definitely, it takes a toll on somebody. Um, I tried to use a lot more. I tried to stay with the with the sideways cross hatching for the most part. here. I was kind of confused on where my light source was, which, I mean, I assumed it was in front of him, but then it was just kind of eh. The shading on the hand here is pretty good. I think it helped compensate for the lack of I don't know. I guess I don't know. There's just a lack of something in it. I did go through a couple different fireball designs for like him throwing it out. The issue is this one looked a lot like that one that was just shown looked a lot like he was catching a fireball, not throwing a fireball, because the motion isn't, you know, isn't like that. Again, and if I was better at like actually using digital stuff to my advantage, I would have shifted the actual fireball up a little bit in his hand. Um, but that's neither here nor there. And so yeah, again, so I saved this one. Then so I went through and erased it because guess what? Y'all are getting two separate options, right? Two separate options. Man, I hope there's like an end card or something. Oh, oopsie. Gonna change that one in post. But yeah, which one is better? This one or that one? Yeah, no. So there's my call to action because I know you're sitting there like, oh, I've seen all the other three videos because you should go do that, and you're like, oh man, where's his call to action at the end? When's he gonna do that? And so here it is. But yeah, again, I think both of them have like their merit. I think both of them have. I think they're both fun and interesting. But in terms of which I like more, I probably lean to the one on the right, just because it's I don't know. I think it puts more emphasis on their posing, which is what I liked a lot more on this. And also, I don't know. I feel like it was I don't know. It just feels more full. Feels more like something that's done. So yeah, I don't know. I do still like both of them though. But yeah, with that being said, that's pretty much the end of the video. Again, always only comment which one's better because you're going to do that, but also go comment as to which you want me to draw next. If not, again, I'll think of something, but it's always nice to have like an idea given to you. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, comment. I keep telling you to do it. I better see some. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great night. Bye.